Beneath the sparkling blue ripples of the Pacific Ocean, a familiar pineapple home stands glowing in the soft, golden light of a brand new morning. Inside, the air is thick with excitement. SpongeBob leaps from his bed with a burst of energy that could power all of Bikini Bottom. Today isn't just any ordinary Tuesday. It is the day of the big boating test, and SpongeBob has never felt more ready to succeed. He rushes out the door, his shoes squeaking rhythmically against the sandy pavement as he sprints toward his destiny at Mrs. Puff's boating school. The school comes into view, a beacon of learning where many have passed, and one specific sponge has, well, practiced quite a lot. Mrs. Puff stands at the entrance, her fins trembling slightly as she checks her clipboard. She knows exactly who is coming around the corner. SpongeBob arrives with a sharp salute. His optimism is blinding, contrasting perfectly with the look of comical dread spreading across Mrs. Puff's face. It's time! They approach the boatmobile, a masterpiece of underwater engineering that shines brilliantly under the midday aquatic sun. SpongeBob slides into the driver's seat. He grips the wheel with a focus so intense it could crack a coconut. Today, he will be the master. Mrs. Puff climbs in beside him, her movements slow and deliberate as she pulls her seatbelt across her chest until it's dangerously tight. The engine hums to life, sending a gentle stream of bubbles trailing behind them as the boat begins its slow journey forward. At first, it's smooth, but then SpongeBob starts to sink. And as every fan knows, when SpongeBob oversinks, the steering wheel starts to dance. They enter the obstacle course. Giant anchors loom like middle mountains, and SpongeBob is determined to navigate them with the grace of a dolphin. But the grace is short-lived. The boat tilts sharply as they dive into a dense kelp forest, the green stalks whipping past the windshield. Mrs. Puff can't hold it back anymore. With a sound like a bicycle pump, she begins to puff up, filling the entire cabin with her stress. The boat speeds up uncontrollably. Bubbles fly everywhere, creating a chaotic blur of white and blue as SpongeBob screams with sheer, terrified enthusiasm. Just as disaster seems certain, SpongeBob slams on the brakes. The boat screeches to a halt, stopping mere inches from a final, wooden signpost. The sign simply reads, "Lesson learned." The chaotic energy of the chase evaporates, replaced by a sudden, heavy silence that blankets the ocean floor. SpongeBob gazes out into the vast, blue expanse of the sea. He realizes that driving isn't just about pedals and wheels. It's about patience. Beside him, Mrs. Puff slowly begins to deflate, returning to her normal size with a long, weary sigh of relief. She's safe. For today, she reaches out and gives SpongeBob a reassuring pat on the shoulder. No license today, but he has gained something much more valuable. As the sun begins to set, casting a bioluminescent glow over the sand, SpongeBob begins his long walk back to his pineapple home. He may not be a driver yet, but he is a little wiser, a little calmer, and always the most optimistic sponge in the sea. And so, another day ends in Bikini Bottom, where the lessons are hard, the bubbles are many, and the stories never truly end.